I think there are better indicators of a woman being potentially promiscuous or having a high body count than the quickness with which she gets intimate with you. So for me personally, I'm fine. It can be quick, but yeah,
But those relationships, they're over, right?
Yeah, but just because the relationships ended isn't evidence that the way just because we had sex quick doesn't mean that was necessarily the cause of the relationships not making it the distance.
Yeah, the cause is different because you really haven't. Okay, it's going to be longer.
No, I mean,
it's for the relationship to be successful, two people have to communicate and discuss absolutely everything.
Yeah.
They have to create the plan how things are going to be developing in their relationship. Like run through every possible situation that could go, that could happen. And they have to really, when people are saying get to know one another better, you got to ask yourself a question. What are you trying to get to know? Is it about wasting the time and just stretching the time? Or is it actually about getting to know something? So the sexual aspect, I mean, there's two ways how you're looking at, getting closer in that respect. It's either movement of the body, physical aspect, or is it about making love? So making love, it is the connection of all of the energies. Like when you are together, you are one channel, you are one soul, you are connecting. That's where you're making love. It is not about just having sex. It is about making love. And that is like the highest level of the relationship you can imagine. Yeah, and to get to that level, you got to get to know the person really better.
Yeah, that's fine. But and both men and women, they are entitled to move however they want. If somebody wants to wait, that's totally fine. I have no issues with wanting to wait. I think my issue stems more so from if your previous standard with the past 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 men that you've slept with was, I'll sleep with him instantly, but then you born again virgin or whatever, now you're changing and now you want to wait until marriage, now you want to wait 3 months. I just think that's kind of entirely arbitrary, and you didn't have the standard in the past. Now I feel like you're holding me to a different standard that you held. Oh, Nick, we have something for this. It's the flower cuck thing. This is how it feels like when. So okay, it's a little vulgar, but so you're the guy with the flowers and the suit, but then you've like, this is how it feels. This is how it feels if it's like, okay, your previous 20 partners, you slept with them instantly, but I'm the guy who has to wait until marriage and do all these romantic gestures. So it's that's how it feels.
No, I'm not talking about her treating you different than other guys. I'm talking about somebody who has already standards in ingredient.
I would argue most women, I would say most women don't move that way.
They don't move which way?
Most women, it's not like every single guy I've slept with, I waited 3 months to sleep with him. I'm not saying all women, but I'd say most women.
Okay, so if somebody has already right standards, also Christian values, and and it is also in the Bible, you gotta get involved sexually after after there is an engagement ring, or there is people who already.
Well, I think the Bible says no premarital sex at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Well, we're living in the modern world, so it is a little bit harder to do, of course.
Exactly, we are living in the modern world, so.
Yeah, but to engrave standards where people really get to know one another, and I'm not saying that women should be treating you different than the other guys, absolutely not. I'm talking about the woman who already has the right standards, and she treated other people the same way.
That's totally valid.
Okay.
And look, even if let's say you had 100 previous sexual partners as a woman and you slept with all of them on the first night, it's 100% within that woman's choice to, okay, my new standard moving forward is I'm not having sex till marriage. That's she's 100% within her right to make that determination. However, what I'm saying is, looking at it from the guy's perspective, that's not a woman that I would take seriously. That's not a woman that I would wait for marriage for. I'd be like, well, we have a difference. We don't align on, what we're looking for when it comes to this relationship. I wish you well. Nice meeting you. Take care. Because in that scenario, I feel like I'm a sucker. All the other guys, I feel like I would feel like a sucker in that situation.
I feel like that would cause so much self-doubt in the person because you've seen the person do this over and over and over.
Yeah.
And then they come to you and it's like, well, what, have you just got it all out of your system and now I'm just chopped liver that you just want to have a conversation with? And, you know, so
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like that
is
would
she not
put
sexually attracted
exactly.
to you?
And then it's just a down spiral that I feel like would affect the rest of the relationship because those first, you know, couple weeks, couple months are so important. So then for the rest of the relationship, that's going to be something in the back of your mind. Am I not sexually appealing to my girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever? And then that's just, you know, it's like the snowball effect.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, like I said, you previously had 100 one-night stands and now you want to wait until marriage. That's 100% your call. But I can't take that seriously. I wouldn't take that seriously. So that's not somebody I would wait for. So
typically when you are connected deeper with the person you're trying to develop a relationship with, then you will end up in a successful marriage, successful relationship, and without a divorce. I mean, there is a formula to that, but
sure.
Yeah,
I mean, look, and there are genuinely women that throughout most of their life or all their life, that has genuinely been their standard for all the men that they've ever been intimate with. And I think in that scenario, it's valid. And I also acknowledge that women are in this sort of damned if you do, damned if you don't position, because there's this also corresponding, if we as men say, well, we don't, obviously it would be better for you to cease your promiscuity. Like if a woman is or was promiscuous, maybe cease being promiscuous, but also there are also men who are like, well, if you don't match up with him, because if you wait too long to have sex, then he might also lose interest. So, yeah. Okay.
Or he will take you seriously and propose and get married, and you're happily ever after. Married people have more sex than single ones. It's statistics,
sure.
Okay? So it's good to be in the marriage.
Well, I don't believe in marriage. I'm not in favor of marriage. But to each their own. To each their own. I'm not. I don't believe in marriage. I think it's an L for men. But other men can feel differently about it. If other people want to get married, that's fine. But just be well informed about the risks of marriage, especially on the financial risks for men. So, okay. Well, let's move on. So you're single. You said you've been single